Hey everyone! I'm 311 Auto. China is rocking the global electric vehicle scene. Our homegrown electric cars are now standing toe-to-toe with the ones from the US, Germany, and Japan, and sometimes even outshining them. So, what's the current status of China's top electric car players? What are their strengths and weaknesses? Who's got the potential for long-term growth? Today, we're diving into all of that, so if you're into the electric car scene in China, you don't want to miss the scoop. Alright, let's kick it off with some numbers. These figures are going to show you just how crucial Chinese electric car companies are on the world stage. In 2022, the global production of new energy vehicles, including electric cars, hybrid cars, and hydrogen-powered vehicles, totaled 6.7 million units. China owned a whopping 64% of that production and snagged 59% of the total sales. Last year, the world saw a total of 7.65 million pure electric cars sold, and China contributed over 5 million of those. That's nearly two-thirds of all electric cars sold worldwide. Now, let's talk about the big players we've got in China. These 5 companies we're discussing today are among the top 25 global electric car brands in terms of sales for 2022. Starting with BYD, it had a groundbreaking year in 2022. They claimed the top spot globally by selling a whopping 1.85 million electric and hybrid cars. That's a jaw-dropping 211% increase compared to the previous year, leaving Tesla's 1.31 million cars in the dust. BYD and Geely were the only pure Chinese companies in the top 10 global sales for 2022, and BYD sold nearly 97% of its cars within China. China's dominance in the global electric vehicle market isn't just because of its massive consumer base, it's also about the crucial role Chinese companies play in the entire electric vehicle supply chain, from mining to processing raw materials. Despite the rise of sodium-ion batteries in the market, 99% of the batteries in new energy vehicles still use lithium. China maintains a tight grip on key segments of the metal supply chain. Not only have they significantly increased domestic lithium production, but Chinese companies are also making strategic investments in mining companies across Africa, South America, Indonesia, Australia, and Canada. Now, let's get to the ranking of these 5 car companies, based on sales data from the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers. We've got a mix of local, joint venture, and even a foreign player like Tesla in the mix. While some might debate putting Tesla on this list, I think it's fair because they manufacture and sell in China. So, who's at the top? BYD takes the crown. Founded in 1995, with headquarters in Shenzhen and Los Angeles, BYD started with rechargeable batteries, expanded into phones, power tools, and eventually made its mark in the automotive industry, including electric cars. BYD's rapid growth is tied to favorable government policies and subsidies, providing them with billions in funds. Back in 2008, Warren Buffett even bought a 10% stake for $2.3 billion. A decade ago, Elon Musk used to mock BYD, saying their designs weren't appealing, and their tech wasn't cutting edge. But now, things have changed. BYD is a serious competitor to Tesla on a global scale in terms of production, sales numbers, and technological advancements. From 2013 to 2021, Tesla held the crown for global electric vehicle sales, but BYD snatched it away last year with an astonishing 1.85 million units sold, capturing 18.3% of the market share, surpassing Tesla's 1.3 million units and 13% market share. BYD has 3 manufacturing bases in Shenzhen, Xi'an, and Changsha. In the Chinese market, with 25 different models, they've claimed 30% of the market share, offering a range of pure electric and hybrid models, with prices ranging from $10,000 to $100,000. BYD's major strength lies in its battery production capacity, and recently, even Tesla's Model Y started using BYD's blade batteries. However, despite being the sales champ, BYD faces its fair share of challenges, with the primary one being financial difficulties. In recent years, BYD has been struggling financially, reporting a net loss of $1.2 billion in 2022, marking the 3rd consecutive year of losses. If they can't turn their financial situation around, their future might not be as rosy as their sales figures suggest. Now, let's move to the 2nd spot, taken by SAIC-GM-Wuling. Their mini electric cars have gained popularity due to their practicality and budget-friendly prices, outshining full-sized electric cars. The Mini Hong Guang has been a hot seller, playing a crucial role in gradually getting people in China to adopt electric vehicles. This little ride has clinched the title of the best-selling electric car for 2 consecutive years. SAIC-GM-Wuling started as a factory producing single-row and double-row small trucks, with their Hong Guang minivan becoming a hit in rural areas. With the success of the Mini Hong Guang, SAIC-GM-Wuling has entered the premier league of electric vehicle manufacturers. The Mini Hong Guang alone constitutes 90% of SAIC-GM-Wuling's total sales. With a starting price of less than $5,000 and recent substantial discounts, this car has become the top choice for urban commuting. Unfortunately, being budget-friendly comes at a cost. The safety features of the Mini Hong Guang are somewhat compromised. However, the affordability factor has contributed to its widespread popularity. Now, looking at the numbers, mini electric cars' market share in China grew from 17.7% in 2019 to 29.8% in 2021. But in 2022, this percentage saw a decline, rapidly dropping to 19.3%. Electric cars priced around $10,000 to $20,000 are gaining more traction. This shift indicates that the era of mini electric cars might be winding down. SAIC-GM-Wuling's biggest challenge currently is the modest growth in Hong Guang sales, with a mere 13% year-on-year increase in 2022. The first quarter of 2023 saw a 26.2% year-on-year decrease in sales, dropping from 105,227 units to 77,701 units. This downturn has led to significant discounts and promotions for the Mini Hong Guang. But SAIC-GM-Wuling isn't just sitting around. Recognizing the issue of having a single model, they're planning to launch 3 new high-end mini electric cars under the Baojun brand in September 2023. Going for a smaller but more refined approach might just be the way forward. Alright, that wraps up our discussion on the sales champion and runner-up. Tomorrow, we'll dive into the remaining 3. What are your thoughts on BYD and SAIC-GM-Wuling? Feel free to share your insights in the comments. Today's been info-packed, so if you want to stay in the loop with more electric vehicle updates, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dayu, and stay tuned for more exciting news in the world of new energy vehicles.